the criteria to judge men and to judge, our counter, obviously we have to work with men, not against them, to, be a good society. We're not being anti-men. We're not trying to become like men. Okay, always remember that it's good, alhamdulillah, that we are made women and we have unique qualities which men don't have, right? So it's good to have them. However, the qualities that men have, we should embrace them as well and try to improve ourselves constantly, perfect ourselves. We'll never be perfect, but we should take from that, from the things that they have, right? And weak men, men that are weak, they will always compete with you. Right? It will always be about, and that's, unfortunately, in policing, that happens a lot. When you have a new woman coming in, especially women that are older, right, and that are more experienced, and their sort of service is more decorated than myself, because I'm 1 year in the police, like I said, means 0, right? You haven't seen anything. So more experienced women than myself, sergeants and inspectors, they have that all the time. Men will try to compete with them. They will try to bring them down. A strong man, right, somebody that's worthy of your time and that deserves to be in your life, they will not do that, okay? They will empower you, all right? And they won't feel intimidated by your confidence and by your qualities, right? And by your qualifications. They won't be put down by that, okay? So that's my final note before I leave you. So thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you for coming. And once again, Jazakallah to the UKIM for organising this. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce our second speaker, Sister Saima Iqbal. Sister Saima Iqbal is a revert to Islam from Hinduism. She is a mother and a grandmother and fostered for a period of 16 years. She has climbed Mount Snowdon in Wales for charity.
May Allah give her immense amount of reward. When she taught me the first bit of namaz, I found it very difficult because obviously it was completely new to me. 4.5 hours, I keep on repeating. I ended up crying. I said, no, I can't do this. And she said, yes, you can. And the next day, I remembered it. So when I finished all learning of the whole namaz, she said, it's incumbent upon you to read namaz 5 times a day. And I started to obviously pray 5 times a day, and it became a pillar for me. I organized my life around it, alhamdulillah. So when I learned that, I obviously prayed and everything. I learned Quran. Once I started learning the translation of the Quran, I came upon a verse saying that you need to cover. And I said, what? I'm going to cover myself? How am I going to do this?
Unity. And my first work, which I started, was with the young people 20 years ago. And the reason was that I realized that our youth is our asset, and we need to work with them. Because there was so many issues going around, mental health, identity issue, confidence issue. So I developed the Girls Project to raise the awareness around it and giving them that platform so they can actually learn and move forward in their life. And on the same time, I started my degree in youth and community work. But then I realized that, yes, with this program, we will be able to make a difference in their life. But we need to go to the grassroots level, which is home, parents. And we have to work with them, empower them with the tools of how to develop the confidence in their children, empathy, feelings, and positive discipline. And also have that self-awareness about their own emotional health. So I changed from the youth service to a family support service, where I got trained as a parenting practitioner. I was trained in one of the programs called Family Links, and I delivered my first parenting program. It's been now, I think it was 2001.
Stereotypes and the covert racism. But it is to open up our masjids and open up our minds. Don't think this is for the dawah men alone. It also needs the woman's touch. It is for us we are the face of Islam. Sisters, nations are built on pioneers. Our deen teaches us to do good for Allah alone.
About that. And also, I would like to motivate you more to come forward and do more for our community and do for your families as well, without compromising on Islamic principles, without compromising on our children and our own family. Okay? If we compromise on our own family and do something for the community, this is wrong. This is not Islam. And Islam doesn't limit us to do something for our community. Rather, it encourages us. And for us, the great women of Islam are a big example and big motivation. Like Sister Arifa said, Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, she was a mathematician. She was a great scholar of Islam. She was a warrior as well. When time came, she also led a war. And also, Khadija radiallahu anha, she was a great businesswoman. Did they compromise their Islamic principles? No, they didn't. And they did great work for community as well. We still remember their achievements. So we need to follow these women of Islam and continue our work for our community. And these wonderful women, they are also example for us.